Okay everyone, I am on my way to Chigru Farms with Mukulana. This is a place where he conducts his awesome Srishti program for kids. So first time Mukulana in an informal setting.
Namaskaram. So we have done many programs here, outdoor camps with kids, and this is a Marwadi Dam. It's a nice place to be in touch with nature, and really looking forward to do these Srishti programs, offline camps starting from next month. And it's been almost 1.5 years since we have started, so it's really nice to come back to this place after a long time. So hopefully we should get started with some offline camps from next month for kids and for adults. And it's always good to be in touch with nature and in this natural setting, and just being in touch with nature itself is so soothing. So we thought that since Vaishak said he wanted to record some videos, I said that we'll come to some natural place and spend some time in nature and do some videos.
And we got Mukulana standing, usually sitting. Okay, after shooting some Agni videos, me and Mukulana are leaving to Chiguru Farms.
Stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. Full luggage. We have some hens roaming around here. We are going to check for some silk cultivation.
So these are the things that they use for rearing silk actually. So if you see this, I think right now it's not ready, but if you see, these are grooves, and they put these mulberry leaves, and once the larva comes, and slowly then they extract this. So there's a whole process of extracting, making silk.
Oh, okay.
So Karnataka is famous for silk sarees, you must be knowing that.
Please, now ladies will contact Mukulana for sarees.
Not me. So silk is grown in Karnataka, so this is like one of the places, where right now it's not live, otherwise you would have seen the mulberry leaves and the cocoon, etc. But otherwise you would have seen the silkworms, etc. So probably you missed that. I think it may be seasonal. So this is one of the things in terms of how the process is of extracting silk.
ಸೊಪ್ಪಿನ ಬಂದ್ಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ನ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಬರೋದೇ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹುಳ ತರೋದು, ಹುಳ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ, ಗೂಡು ನೋಡಕ್ಕ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
So she was just saying that it'll take about 20 days or more for the plant to grow, and then the process will start. It has not yet started. So maybe if after a month, if you come, you will see how they grow the silk over here.
Yes, so Mukulana promises to come after a month. Okay, so we are entering Chiguru Farm. It's in the outskirts of Bangalore. You can Google it and check it out. It's very beautiful.
We have done programs over here. We have done some Srishti programs also over here. So it's nice to come back here after a long time and spend some time in nature. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲಂಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. 20 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು.
In Bangalore, what is a cat called? I mean, in Kannada, how is a cat called?
ಬೆಕ್ಕು.
Bekku. So we are sitting for lunch. Mukulana will talk about all the dishes.
So this is ragi. Ragi is one of the millets. It's called as finger millet. It is highly nutritious. And this is made of pumpkin. And this is a salad made of cucumber. And I think this is made from rice papad.
Is this special pranic diet without?
Yes, without onion, without garlic.
Oh.
No green chilies.
So today I am going to struggle.
I'll enjoy.
I'll show the cooking station.
Yeah.
So our food is made by this lovely No problem. So I destroyed their cooking station. Now Akash is very angry. Mukulana caught in action. Second serving Mukulana. What is this?
This is brown rice actually, and this is rasam. So they've added a lot of red chili. I'm just keeping that aside. But at least there's no green chili. So yeah, most of the rice which comes outside, like the white rice, it's polished rice, so the nutrients get lost. So if you're having rice, you can have something like which is not polished, like brown rice or red rice, something which is unpolished. At least most of the nutrients get retained in that. It's much better than having white rice, where most of the nutrients are lost in the refining process. So that could be an alternative if you wish to have rice.
Yes, and I took curd. So the rasam is super tasty. It is like you mix it. Oh, it's very hot. You mix it, take it. If you want, put a little bit curd. Mukulana also loves it.
Not the curd, but
Not the curd, but only the rasam. We have haystack and cow shed. And we have champ over here. Scouting for locations to shoot video. Oh, angry cow. Okay, everyone, Chigura farm view from top. Oh, this place finally, beautiful place in Bangalore, like away from city. Bangalore is known for its heavy traffic, but this place is really awesome. And we have a lot of banana plantation. Okay.
So this is the leaf of the beetle tree. So you would have seen this. So this is the tree here, and you would have seen these plates. You know, it is called in Tamil. It's called as Pakuvatu plates. You would have, if you have come to the Isha Yoga Center during Mahashivratri and other events where they serve in these disposable plates, you might have seen this natural material used. So it's very useful, and also you can use it for playing as well. So if you want to sit here and then someone can pull this and you can have a nice swing, you know.
Demo.
You will be too heavy to pull. Someone lighter may be possible. So this is something, so we have natural materials and you can make stuff from this actually. So this is that plate which I was speaking about, the Pakumatu plate, the one which is made from the, you know, the beetle tree. So you would see this, this is much better than those alternatives which we have currently, like using plastic and foam, etc. So you can use these plates instead. They are also available, and if you're looking for disposable plates, etc., these are much healthier option rather than plastic, etc. And even environmental wise, they degrade very easily, so they're environmental friendly as well.
Oh, we have a huge Burj Khalifa of ants. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, look who's going over here. Oh, raid.
So the monkeys finished raiding the banana trees. So this is a banana plantation here. So this is one tree which has so many uses. If you see, especially in South India, they use this banana leaf for serving meals instead of having in plates, etc. So they serve on these banana leaves. So if you have gone to a particular marriage or something in South India, you will see that traditionally they always serve in banana leaves. It has many health benefits as well if you eat in banana leaf. So generally people use this in South India. And of course you can eat the banana and the flowers also. This is also something which is edible. The banana flowers. and even the stem. So even stem, as you know, this is also something which is you can make stuff from banana stem as well. So this is a very useful plant, and it has so many multiple benefits. So here we are in this banana plantation, and monkeys haven't left much.
They are coming to attack us. I hope. I don't hope.
So these are desi cows, or the indigenous breeds of cows. So as you know that some of them are native to India, and there are many breeds of these indigenous cows. So you will see that they look different. They have a hump. Can you notice that hump? If you notice that, they have a hump like this. So that's something which is a differentiating factor. And for these indigenous cows, only a few variety of them have been left. Many of them have disappeared, because mostly people have been having these Jersey cows which have been used for meat and milk, etc. So that milk also which we have, which is most commonly available in the market nowadays, it's mostly from these foreign Jersey cows, and it is not something which is suitable for the system. But if at all, if you have to have milk, then if you have the milk from a desi cow, or something like this, from an indigenous variety of cow, you will see that it has a different quality. It is supposed to have something called as A2 protein, which is good for the system. So if you cannot do without milk, then this is a better alternative to have organic or A2 milk instead. And even milk products like you can make butter, ghee, buttermilk, etc. out of it. But among the milk products in the yogic system, we always say that buttermilk and ghee are suggested compared to anything else, because they are easier for the system to digest. So that's something which you can do. And apart from this, these animals, these desi cows, they play a very important role in the farming. In making they are a great help. So this has always been part of the ecosystem, of the farming ecosystem. If you go to any traditional place or any village, you will see that people always had cows, and it used to take care of many things, their nutrition, and also in terms of their farming, etc. They used to get help. So this has we at least need to see how we can save these indigenous varieties of cows. Very few places you will find them. So next time you see a cow, you can try to see which variety is it. Is it the indigenous one? The ones which you see roaming on the street, you will see that these are Jersey cows. They are black and having those white spots, etc. They will mostly be Jersey cows. And it's very rare to come across these indigenous cows. If you come to the Isha Yoga Center, there you will find a lot of varieties of indigenous cows, desi cows. There's a whole place called as Matumane where they have these cows staying. You should plan a visit and see, explore the different varieties of cows as well.
Yeah. No Wi-Fi. Talk to each other. Okay, Mukulan, after 108 Surya Shaktis, is gonna draw on the blackboard of Chigura Farms. I'm guessing this is a sun.
Yes, sun is shining bright.
Sun is happy after 108 Surya Shakti. Yeah?
Sun is smiling.
Okay. This is my Mickey Mouse tutorial. You draw like this. Big. Easy Mickey Mouse. I learned it when I was a kid. Oh no, I'm looking. Okay, this Mickey Mouse looks very evil. Yeah. Okay, everyone. So I'm at the farm. Mukulana is still doing his practices. He's on Shivanga Sadhana. So he's doing so many practices and I'm just roaming around here. So I just want to show you guys where we are shooting the video. We actually had an awesome location over there with a banyan tree. Super awesome background. But it's not happening because there's a super friendly dog and he keeps on, coming and licking and, equipment. So this is where we are right now recording on top. So I'll just open the door and show. Okay, so this is our room. Yeah, so me and Mukulana sit over here and record. Charging ports are all there. It's an awesome view from here. So yeah. Yes, charging. Yes, batteries are one of the main things that you need to charge. It is the struggle of a video creator, like so many batteries, mics, camera battery, mobile battery. But yeah, that's how it is. A little bit of hustling is going on. So yeah. And of course, one thing, just want to say, walking barefoot in this farm, awesome. Like, feels like I'm in the ashram. In ashram, like we mostly walk barefoot. In the cities, we are not able to walk barefoot because all kinds of things will be on the ground. But here, it's totally fine. The rocks, everything is natural. So awesome. This farm is actually a very nice place to come. You can, there are some games, some board games. I don't know what it is. You can chill with some books. And some kids have drawn here. And also, let me show you. This is a game that we used to play as a kid. I don't exactly remember how we played, and I've played it once or twice. This is the game. So the numbers are marked over here. So basically what happens is you take a stone, you throw it on a number. Let me throw it a bit further. Okay, and then you are supposed to hop on one leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then take it from here and then hop back according to the number, I think. Something like that as a kid. So this is a good hand-eye coordination game. So I just wanted to show you guys. I don't know exactly if that's how it's played, but that's my rough estimate. Maybe I'll ask the kid, she's here. If I can get her to show you the game, I will, let her explain it better than me. Hey guys, so today for breakfast we have some, yellow rice. And this looks like a sweet. And we have a banana. So review. The rice is very soft, like kush kush it is going. It's a very subtle flavor. I'm not able to figure out what flavor it is. This is sweet. It definitely has pineapple in it. You might be thinking I'm an expert at it. No, because yesterday I saw pineapple over here. Anna said that it will be used to make this. So that is why I'm able to figure out it's pineapple. Else I might have been a bit confused. But yeah, this is very nice. And rice is also nice. So I'll just finish it up. Yup.
The questions are over.
So Mukulana and me are shooting the podcast. And some hens are disturbing us. So I'm going to make them into biryani.
Spare them, yeah. Picture something.
Our dear hostess Vinuta with Mukulana. Smile.
2, 3. One more. After the rock climbing, this is the next thing. Whoa. Yes. That was fun. So it's good if one can be in touch with nature. If you haven't tried climbing trees or swinging, you should come here. For most of them, the only games they are playing are video games. So it's good if you can play some games in nature. If you haven't tried it already, you should come and spend some time. Try to swing. If you have a banyan tree with roots like this, So you can do that. So even on a daily basis, if one just is playful, and if one includes some sport or some activity where they are in touch with, where at least there is some element of play, you will see that especially people on the spiritual path, we tend to become very serious. So play or sport is an element where we can break that and also be much more involved. So even in our programs like Srishti programs, we have an element of play, we have games, etc. And people learn to be in touch with nature. Even otherwise as well, if you can just be a little more playful in everything which you do. And let's say even if you're switching on a light bulb, even that you can do playfully. You can maybe romp around, enjoy and still do that. Or if you have to swing, you can do that, be in touch. So some activity, if you're just doing in a more playful manner, you will see that life will be much more exuberant and one need not become very serious. Because if you are if you place too much importance about yourself, if you think that you're too important, then that playfulness disappears. So it's a simple way just to break that seriousness, just to play a game, play a sport, do something which feels ridiculous. But just see if you can do that on a daily basis, you will see it's something which is really transforming. Okay? So swing.
Last swing.
Yay!
The most informal version of Mukulanna, only on daily V. Okay guys, so it's raining in Bangalore. Woo! Rain seva.
So it's really nice. Instead of protecting yourself, next time it rains, step out, get wet. Sadhguru was saying that if you can just enjoy the rain, the wind, the sun, all these natural elements, it can really make a difference in your health and well-being. So let's be in touch with your elements.
So we are going back to the city. I'll drop Mukulanna on the way and then back to the hotel to edit the videos. Lot of awesome content coming. So we have taken a marathon content of videos. Like a lot of people have a lot of queries regarding the Hatha Yoga teacher training. So I think with this marathon content over 2 days, Mukulanna has answered most of the aspect. How much percentage, Mukulanna? Maybe 95?
Hopefully.
Yeah. So please wait, watch out for that. I'll be editing it soon and putting it out.
Okay, so this doesn't feel like in Bangalore city. It's like feels a very different place because now Bangalore has become famous for its concrete blocks and buildings and for its traffic. So here it feels like heaven here. It's completely different because we just stepped outside the city. So it's nice, and fortunately it's rained as well today.
Bye Mukulanna.
Bye.
Right, Mukulanna is leaving me.